September 14, 2022. Okay, pretty much got my part of it figured out, and I'm just going to describe it in my words and where I think I'm at. Okay, back in January, I unlocked my atlas off my skull. It was hung up on my skull. And I pulled that one out, literally pulling as hard as I could pull. Up and chin tuck, kind of a chin tuck, and leaned it out on the side a little bit, just a little bit towards the side. Not a direct one, but kind of just right off a direct. And it popped out. Okay, I've been healing from that. And that's my ears and my eyes. It was all at my eye, pulling on my eye nerve and optic nerve, and it was smashed into my ear canal. So there's quite a bit of pain involved, and I did have a seizure. And if you're watching my videos and you have not had a seizure, or don't know what, or not currently having a seizure, I'll have you know right now that if you go pull it on your neck and relocating upper cervical vertebrae, you will find out what the seizure is. It's kind of seizure territory. And it's hard to explain how I know what I know. It'll take me forever. I'm going to make this video short. Okay, in July, end of July, I have a lot of gesture, and I've had it for years and years, decades. And I've been following this one, which is I used to have to hold my arms up and stretch, and they just pop, and it's just something you can't control. Well, this is kind of the same thing. And what I did in July, of course, I've been doing it almost ever since I pulled out C1. It hit my neck with my shoulder hard enough that my neck stopped and my head kept on going, and it popped it back in, kind of like sort of like a slingshot. Cracked real good then. You got to want it, you got to hit it, and these things get vicious, hardcore vicious. I couldn't hit it hard enough to break it, because I tried to hit it so hard it'd break. It never broke. But that put the other side of my atlas back in. I thought it was my axis, but after what happened 2 days ago, well, I'm pretty sure it was both of them are my atlas. That means my atlas is where it's supposed to be, up in the sockets. So I also got this other little gesture. It's the head shaking. This head shaking gets very vicious and violent, and I was going through some of that vicious, violent stuff, and something moved again, and it moved left or right. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, because it's moving so fast, and it just did it, and it took even more pressure off. So I think it's more like maybe centered up. Maybe there's another spot where it can center or land on. That, or it's got to be centering or getting it, hung up on my C2 or something that's like fused together. I mean, because it's horrendous noise it made when it cracked. If anybody had been in the room with me, they would have thought I actually just broke my neck and was going to die. Now, I've had my neck cracked several times, pretty loud, and I'm not kidding you, loud stuff. But this one, I felt it move. It didn't, they never move very much. But when they move 1/8 to 3/8 of an inch. I mean, imagine being pried up out of your skull, sitting on the edge of your skull right there. And when something hits the neck, which is going this way, you take the head, which is going this way, and you say, bam with the neck, bam with the head, and then it goes ba-bump up here like that. Yeah, that's quite a bit of movement. I went through that. It's been about 7-8 weeks now. And now I got this one, so that means I'm actually a candidate for a seizure. and I'm going to monitor and check this. And I got a little jumpy leg right now. I might actually have another seizure cycle because of this. It's possible. But when I landed this one over here on the right side, this one's hung up on the back. This one's pulled out, and it's completely out of the joint, hung up on the bottom of the head. That's why the shoulder works. Shoulder hits the neck. Shoulder hits the neck. Neck wants to go this way. Head's coming this way. Slam your head into it. Got to slam your head into it. Hit it with your shoulder. That's one side. The other side. Now, if it's on the right side, hung up in there, and you pull that one, hello, seizures. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You can either seize out of them, or you can run to the doctors and go get on seizure medication or whatever. But I think you can seize out of them because by the time you get in to see a doctor, if you actually do some productive relocating in your neck, you'll probably seize out for the doctors to ever get you in and do your wave and give you a report. It took them almost a month for me. That was in 1999. It's been a long time. But anyway, same thing. So this one's jammed up on the back. Got to rip that little puppy off the back. Come over here and start slamming that shoulder. And this side over here is healing up and getting better. I mean, I'm still improving, and I'm hoping this centering action, which is anybody can shake their head and make a crack. It wasn't no normal crack. It was like rode together, fused from being jammed against each other or something like. That's pretty much it. That's kind of what it felt like. It didn't really hurt too much. Well, I'm telling you, loud. Of course, I have a little bit. Having every one of these landing back, I get to deal with all what's happening. I like this one. Lots of itching in my face, I can only go through and write a whole book about all the sensations I'm feeling, but I'm going to know here in a week or two if it's going to be productive. I'm probably going to know within the next few days, if not today or tomorrow, because I'm going to do a couple checks and see if I can verify if I got any seizure activity. It's pretty easy for me. I just try to stand up on one foot and then stand on my tippy toes. And if I start jumping up and down on my tippy toes, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, start bouncing on that little dude, that indicates I'm seizure active. That's where I'm at now. So anyway, God bless from the 405, Blanchard, USA. I may be back. If I'm not going to be back, I'm going to be a lot better back. I might be up to something. Maybe go out and do some work or whatever and make some money. Hey, y'all. God bless.